Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is my co-host, Heather. Hey, Heather, how are you today?
Doing good. We're
Good.
almost the same temperature.
I know it's 65 here in Key West. The iguanas
and
are falling out of the trees tonight.
Yay! I actually saw a weather report where one of them was saying, iguanas were falling out of the trees.
Yeah, probably further north from us. Hey, warrior girl, how are you today? Sending you lots of love.
Stop.
I pulled a card for the show today.
What'd you come up with?
It's called To the Sea. Funny that I should live by the sea. And look at the face in the cloud. Its essential meanings are being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. I thought that was pretty good for today. Hey, Laura Hammond Davis, how are you today?
And I pulled these cards, and we evidently keep changing our minds because this is us.
Like our
and
underwear.
Part of it, and changing our minds, I think, is when we've done some shadow work, because it's not a bad thing.
Hey,
but being a caretaker sometimes gets in the way of it. We want to change our minds, but a lot of people say no. And so it gets, hard. Meanwhile, our humans are being fearless and trying to do it. Our souls are shifting into more of the other dimensions.
Cool.
Because as long as you have commitment, all those caretaking people that you're helping and stuff, they're not going to be able to change your mind, even though you're supposed to be able to. And when I saw music, it wasn't creative to me. It was flowing. So when you stay committed, everything flows through well.
It goes with the flow. I love that. Hey, White Dragon.
Hi,
sure
White
enjoyed
Dragon.
That video you sent of that cute little girl. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She's just precious. It's fun being a granddaddy, isn't it? It's even more fun being a grandmommy.
Even great grandma.
Today, you guys, we're going to talk about spiritual downloads. And when I was researching this, hey, Amanda Carroll, Heather and I got to talking, and spiritual downloads to me is different than what we found when we were researching what we were finding. To me, what they were talking about was pretty much everyday occurrences. The downloads that I was talking about, or I was trying to find information about, were the type of downloads where you're getting something, but you have no idea what it is. And we have completely different symptoms for those kinds of downloads. Like I always feel it in my higher chakras, and I always feel hot.
I was going to say, when I think of it being long-term. It's not just an instant. You think of those as hits, but they are downloads.
I always think of them as psychic hits. I've not really called these types of spiritual downloads anything more than my psychic hits or talking to my
long-term. They're there so that when we need them, we'll know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so welcome everybody, and I will get started on this. Spiritual energy downloads are spontaneous influx of wisdom, insight, or knowledge from the divine. They are vibrational transmissions of complex, multidimensional energy, and they can help us connect to our higher self and experience profound healings, as well as transformations and spiritual awakenings. Have you ever felt a random bout of inspiration? Oh, heck yeah. Have you ever had dreams that ended up coming true? I can't say that I've had dreams that come true because I can't remember my dreams. Have you ever received a message or vision that predicted your future? These are all spiritual downloads. a form of energy healing that provides access to the highest frequency of consciousness, providing the opportunity for growth and advancement. Think of it as downloading a new update or program to your computer, only in this case, it's your mind.
That's right. And a spiritual download is basically a metaphor to explain the process of receiving an influx of energy, light, and information. You may or may not be aware of having them. There's a lot of times I don't know. They just do. Sometimes they're intense and I get a headache, or they put me to sleep. But a lot of times,
if they're really intense, I'll need a nap afterwards. And I still may not know what the heck it was about.
Right. I'm assuming my higher self understands it because I don't as a human. So at times it feels like you're able to receive messages and signs that your regular conscious self wouldn't always be aware of, or higher self knows. And they could be messages from another realm, or visions, or even data sent telepathically with cryptic words. A lot of times I would meditate and I'd see things. Didn't know where they came from. The messages may be unclear or contradict themselves. They may not always make sense at the time you receive them. As far as I'm concerned, unless they're hits, they never make sense when I get them.
Right.
But they do make sense at a later date. And when I'm ready to understand them, or when you're ready to understand, they make sense. Downloads can come in many forms, from geomagnetic storms to the blue light surges like November 4th, 18th, and the 25th. Or it could be a direct communication with higher powers such as guides, angels, or even the divine. Or if you're having a reading, it may be through a channel, still from them. You'll find that letting go of your worries, trusting the advice you receive, and being in the moment will often lead to a download.
True enough. Let's go to slide 3. I want to say hi to Fatima and Gina M. Welcome, ladies. Appreciate you being here. So what are some of the benefits of downloads? They can help us become more self-aware. They can help us tap into a more loving and open mindset. They can be a powerful tool to help us make meaningful, lasting changes in our lives. They can give us the courage to move forward with confidence. They can expand our awareness and understanding of the world around us. They can help us to understand ourselves better and to gain insight into who we really are and the paths we're meant to take. And they can provide us with creative ideas, information that's brand new, unknown to anyone else. And these downloads can give us lightning fast access to higher information, wisdom we would not normally be able to access, much less understand. We're opening up a direct line to source. What we say or express is filled with love and light. I do feel that about most of my hits, what these are downloads that I get. I feel like they are.
Yeah, and
love and light.
Sometimes I know I used to feel frustration. I said, I get all these downloads. I don't know what they are. It took me a while to learn. You just need to be patient. They'll open up when you need them.
Yes.
And you'll understand something that you didn't know that you understood. Because they'll make sense to you, but
ultimately. Or not.
Yes. But you need to learn to be patient and not understanding at first. It's just, and it can be kind of frustrating.
It can.
You think nothing's happening, but stuff is. So how do you know if you're getting downloads? Well, the signs might include an increased sense of intuition. All of a sudden, you kind of know what's going on, or you know what's going to happen.
Wait a second. Excuse me for a second. I was just going to say, if you guys have ways that you know you're getting downloads, what are your signs that you're getting downloads when you go, oh, that's a download? Oh, let us know in the chat room how you receive these things.
Okay. Yeah, because everybody gets them differently.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. You have an increase in clarity. You have an increased connection to spirit. A lot of you have body tingling and body chills when you get something. I don't, but that doesn't mean anything wrong. Or it doesn't mean you're wrong either. It's just that's how you do it.
Mhm.
And this differs from the chills caused by cold temperatures and may be accompanied by physical sensations like tingling in the body or vibrations or other energy.
What do you get, Heather? Do you get any
I
tingling?
get a
Do you
little
get-
bit of a headache because it's like you're working my head,
Mhm.
they're putting something in, but a lot of times I don't feel it.
Well, when you're getting you and I call psychic hits,
Yeah.
do you
Psychic
get
hits. I just know.
right?
I don't get chills or anything like that.
Interesting.
But yeah, I just know. You might get visions. A lot of you are clairvoyant. A lot of us are not. But we know. We might be hearing messages in our mind, which is clairaudience. And sometimes they can even be overwhelming. And I'm thinking that some of the things that I've been getting might be overwhelming because I get the headache and I'm immediately asleep. And when
Right.
I wake up, the headache's gone and everything's fine. And it might be only a 15-minute nap, but it's, sometimes that's what's been happening lately.
Right.
And you can have strange reoccurring dreams.
Do you have strange reoccurring dreams? I do. I have strange dreams here and there, but not necessarily reoccurring.
I don't have them recurring, no. And they might wake me up, but most of the times they don't. And then I don't remember anything.
Right.
So, and then a spiritual download will likely catch you off guard. I'm sitting here doing something and boom, there's the headache, And you may
I
even
can be
feel
washing dishes and zoned out washing dishes, and all of a sudden I'll get a
yeah,
hit.
when you wash dishes when I was living there, you would get things down there.
I guess it was their way of making sure I was doing the dishes.
I don't see that. I think you were just relaxed and not
Yeah.
thinking about anything else. And so they were able to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's washing dishes is just
Mindless
I wrote. Yeah. So.
mindless activity.
And then it says you may even feel like you're going crazy, which is probably why you asked me so many times. Am I nuts?
I think so. Hey, Illumination Portal, Cat's Mama Meow,
Mhm.
and Amanda Carroll. We've got some things started before I move on. I thought I'd say White Dragon says he sees things like on a computer screen, like the Matrix. I think you described it like seeing the Matrix. I think that's pretty cool.
That's
And
cool.
he doesn't have any side effects at all, which I find amazing because I so do. And then Amanda says, when the flow state is present, a sense of profound understanding is there and dreams with odd information or images. Yeah, I get that. Yep. Let's see what else we got down here. Hi, Morella. Welcome. And
I
thanks for
think
all you beautiful souls that are out there working and lurking. Since I do that so much, I do appreciate it. Hey, Janet P. Okay.
I remember when I first started meditating, I was always, there was one that was recurring, and that was I was in this circle of monks, and there was chanting going on. And then later on, somebody told me, yeah, I had one life as a monk, and that's what I did. And evidently, they needed to tell me several times for me to get it. Yeah.
Run that by me again. You were standing in a group of monks.
No, I was sitting in a group of monks. There was a circle of us, and it was in the sanctuary, and everybody was chanting. So when they were meditating or singing a tone, you know how the monks sing a tone for things, but evidently I had a life like that, but that's the only recurring thing I remember.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. An
Yeah.
interesting past life. I wonder why they were all chanting and you were in the center.
Well, I don't know what monks do, but that's what I always saw.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Hey, Willow, long time no see. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
And Warrior Girl says, call my third eye flashes. Wait a minute, where'd you go? Okay.
That's cool.
I used to call my third eye flashes Polaroid flashes before the internet and short vids. Oh, that's a perfect description of them, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Illumination portal, how are you getting your butt handed to you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I think you're going to have to elaborate. Whatever it is, Val, I know you can deal with it, and if I can help, let me know. So we are going to move on to noting how your body feels. Oh, yes, illumination portal. I understand with the energies. Got it. Things to note when you're getting downloads. How does your body feel? How do you feel emotionally? What thoughts were going through your mind? Did your thoughts disappear? And how do you feel spiritually and energetically? But I'm going to go back to the notes. So the more in touch you are with your body, the more you will recognize and benefit from the abundant messages to you. How do your spiritual downloads feel? Me, like Heather, I usually just know something all of a sudden. What about
And
you,
if,
Heather?
yeah, and if it's a major one, it puts me right out. I mean, I have a headache. It's like, stop thinking about anything else. And it puts me to sleep in my chair.
They just want you to relax and let it absorb. I guess.
They
Yeah.
just don't want me thinking about
Sometimes
anything.
I also have different types of feelings. I'll feel really excited, really happy. Sometimes I'll just feel super energetic. Recently, I'd say I know these are downloads that are making me clean the house, get rid of things that I don't need anymore. It's just, it's really crazy. And, everybody's different. So who knows? Downloads can bring in a feeling of euphoria or joy or other high vibration emotions. And sometimes just before, even during the download, you get a sense of quiet, stillness, as though you feel nothing at all.
I think that's why I fall asleep.
Yeah, probably. So, what's happening in your mind? What were you thinking about at the time when it happened? Well, I can tell you that I wasn't thinking about anything 90% of the time.
Me neither. I don't think about a thing.
I think that's why you're getting the download because they can
And I'm
get through.
relaxed. So all of a sudden I'm out.
Yeah. What's happening in your mind? What were you thinking about a few minutes ago before the download? Interesting.
Yep.
Did you notice your thoughts disappear? Thinking is usually on pause during a download. And then how do you feel spiritually or energetically? Well, for me, I feel usually a type of euphoria.
Well, I think it's,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think the reason I fall asleep is because I am tired. Between the altitude and the dog getting me up at 5:30, I don't mind having a little nap in the morning. 15 minutes does me a world of good.
It does. It really
Yeah.
does. Okay, let me see. We've got a couple of comments. Warrior Girl says, my body only overheats when an angel is in my presence. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. My body overheats when I'm in the presence of an angel too. I get super hot. And let's see what else we got. I love this.
There was one earlier.
Downloads, uploads, information flowing in. Yeah, you can definitely
Yep.
be numb. And then Willow says, sometimes the intensity of the download overwhelms my good sense, and I have to back up and review. Oh, absolutely. Hey, Pisces greeter, how are you doing? Okay, Heather, I think it's over to you, and we're to slide 5.
Okay. So here are some ways that to help you to receive spiritual downloads. Be open to receiving. Don't fight it. Just let it be. You must be aware of your thoughts and feelings and become open to receiving new information. And then get in a flow state, which is what we're trying to live in anyway. That feeling of being in the zone when everything around us fades away and all that remains is our task or our job. And then you want to be able to visualize. You want to focus on the areas of your body where you feel the energy most strongly. And when you visualize the energy entering your body, allow yourself to be a conduit of this beautiful, powerful energy. And to integrate the information you receive, spend some time meditating. And you meditate on the insights and information that came through, if you know it, and use it to guide your decisions and actions throughout the day. Create a daily ritual or practice that allows you to tune into your spiritual guidance. And if you can do it every day or every other day, you find that you get more messages. You'll hear more.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So another way is, of course, journaling. Make time for reflection and journaling, keeping notes. Use the information for spiritual downloads to reflect on your life and what you're trying to create. Journaling is just everything. It's as important as meditating.
Mm-hmm.
Journal about the insights you receive and how you can apply them to your life.
And
Be open to this. I'm sorry?
Excuse me. Yeah. The one thing that we forget is that we need to go back and reread it occasionally because you forget what you write. And then when you go back, sometimes it makes more sense. Sometimes you're going, oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
And it reminds you about things that you would forget about otherwise.
I am so bad about going back and rereading things that I've written down, but thanks to Heather, I do it now. After years of nagging, I finally learned my lesson.
Sorry about the nag.
Be open to synchronicities, you guys. You know how spirit lets us know in little bitty ways. So you got to be open to the little things, the cardinal out your window, the song on the radio, where you opened your book to this morning, those types of things. As you become more attuned to your spiritual guidance, you'll start to notice guidance coming through in unexpected ways. Isn't that the truth? It can come in all kinds of crazy ways. Be open to these signs and messages and trust that they are leading you in the right direction. Experiment and get outside your comfort zone. I'm telling you, I never would have started this YouTube channel if I hadn't been pushed to get outside my comfort zone, because it was the last thing I wanted to do.
I swear they used an animal zapper prodder.
I think they did. And like Illumination Portal says, everything is a message. So true. So spiritual downloads are supposed to help us on our journey. So it's important to pay attention to all those little things. And don't be afraid to trust and follow the lead. Just get out there and try it. If it feels right, go for it. Of course, that's my motto anyway.
Yeah. And sometimes downloads can be a bit scary. Ask her about starting the channel. Who knows where this information comes from? Maybe I'm going crazy. I've heard that. I'm talking to dead people and seeing things that aren't real, etc. I know that one.
I don't know how many times I asked you if I was going crazy.
I don't know, but you're
It was
not.
many.
Never were. Never were. This is where faith comes in. In surrendering your will to the knowledge that what you are being guided towards is for your own good. You have to have faith in that. Always remember these messages come from love and are never evil. And demons don't exist. They are
I
a human
repeat, demons do not exist.
They are a human's construct designed by mankind to control other people or you. And the divinity is almighty. Do you really think he could not vanquish a demon if he needed to?
For sure.
Exactly. Demons and evil are human construct. Don't let fear rule you. You want to get away from it. That's what they're counting on. They can rule you.
Absolutely, ruling us with fear. Spiritual
Yeah.
downloads can be thought of as answers to prayers we've not even prayed for yet. The purpose of these spiritual downloads is to have us be more aligned with who we truly are inside, our complete, authentic self. We will never likely know exactly where spiritual downloads come from, but that doesn't make them any less valuable. And it's exciting because we're on the leading edge of a new way of communication, and we're a big part of it. It's easier now than ever before for us to connect with spirit and to receive messages and information and really live from our heart. So if you haven't received any downloads you're aware of, but would like to, try to remove any negativity from around you and keep your vibe high. Meditate and express gratitude for where you are and ask for a download. And then be patient. Divine timing always plays a part when working with the universe. Is that not the truth? Woo!
And to tell you the truth, I get more out of anything if I'm writing it because things just keep coming and ideas and stuff. So I'm thinking they're coming from the downloads that helping explain things.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we have next? I guess, well, there are some actual things I want to put back up there. Hang on a minute. I've got so much I want to put up. So sorry. Let me get here. Okay. I have to go through the old ones. Oh, I love this from Warrior Girl. This was really interesting. I received a download yesterday after meditating. Love stands for luminous, omnipresent, vivacious euphoria. I think that's
Cool.
brilliant.
Cool.
Vivacious euphoria. Now that just makes me want to laugh. That makes me happy just to say it. I'm not sure I could say that all four word quickly. Fear is being spread every moment. We have to stop it and not let it in our energy fields.
Mhm.
So let's just put a white light of fear blocking energy around us every morning. Anything that's related to fear, causing fear, can't come through my bubble.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a mantra that I say all the time, and I work with it. And basically, it says, it asks for unconditional love to be present. And eventually, I become the unconditional love. And if you are unconditional love, there is no room for fear. So unconditional
Absolutely.
love either needs to take it to the light or to the earth, whichever is the best thing. And unconditional love will protect you. So, like I said, there's no room for fear if you've got unconditional love. So stay with it.
And Willow says, I really do not believe with demons per se, but I'll tell you, evil exists and is a corrupting factor.
That is true. But remember, it's created by man.
I think of it as evil as just low vibrational energies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think of it as evil.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
when you think
saying
of people
money
like
is,
Trump and Hitler, you can think of evil, but
yeah, money's not evil. It's what you do with it. If you worship it, it's evil.
well, what about people? If you or people eat, well, never mind, I'm just being stupid. Okay. And Cat
If they
Mama
go back
says,
to
I'm
who
so
they really
happy there
are,
are what?
if you go back to who they really are, if they go back, there's no evil in there because it's unconditional love.
No, we all come from unconditional love. It's actions you take that make you low vibrational. I'm so
Oh,
happy
yeah.
there are people who feel the same. Us too, Cat Mama.
Yes, we love being with you guys.
And White Dragon says demons are created by humans due to misused energy. The devil is pure fiction, though. Okay, interesting. Whoops, I got more over here. Let's see. Thank you, Cat Mama.
Yeah.
Turn fear into curiosity. Oh, I love that. That's a great one. Okay, I'm going to put some more up. Willow says, I used to help others clear their homes of negative energetic beings.
Would you believe my neighbor, every time he cleans his apartment, smudges it afterwards? And I don't even
With
think he's
what?
spiritual.
Smoke or
Smudges it.
spray?
Smoke.
Ooh. She says, I tell you, I've viewed some pretty ugly stuff and had to shield myself with the armor of divine intervention. I believe it.
I believe it.
So, who all would like to have their cards read? I love all your comments. Thank you so much for,
Responding
yeah,
and
yeah,
sharing.
for sharing what you all experience. It's really awesome. So, but we have time to do cards. Yeah, we got lots of time to do cards. So anybody that wants cards, but let me show you one more slide.
Yes.
Okay, and I need to blow my nose. Sorry. One thing I left over from COVID is a runny nose. I don't know what that is all about. Yeah, what do you guys use to cleanse? Willow says sage and sea salt. Also crystals. I use crystals, mainly sage. I really love walking around my house, saging and saying my little prayer. I
Yeah,
think
I kind of miss doing that. So I just try to say it as I use the spray.
yeah, yeah, I really enjoy it. Okay, let me see who wants a card. I got Illumination Portal, and I think I got Hypnicity and Amanda Carroll and Willow. I can't ever get my Palo Santo to stay lit. It makes me crazy. Willow love. Oh, I love that. Whoops. Hi, Starfish Jenny. How are you? Let me get rid of this. Anyway, these are what's coming up. On Saturday, we have Terry Suzuki of Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. On Sunday, Valerie is going to join us from Illumination Portal to talk about the February new moon in Aquarius. And then Monday, we have the Wisdom Circle with Wisdom Seeker Joan getting in touch with Spirit. And oops, what was I? I got rid of the wrong thing.
It's okay.
Hello. I wanted to get rid of it. Comment. Sorry. Oh, and our Tuesday show is on discernment. So there you go. Whole bunch of 4 new shows coming up in the next week. We're going to be busy, you and I.
That happens.
No, Cat Mama, it's not closed. I got you. I got a card for Jenny. I got a card for Morella. Okay, let me see the star. Who I've got. Illumination portal is first. Okay. And let me get up here.
Wow, that sounds pretty good. Did you see what after our conversation Willa does?
Nope, I haven't. Just a minute. I'm having to get rid of some stuff. Okay, let me go back. Oh, Amanda says it doesn't stay lit with her either. That's good. I'm glad to know other people have trouble with it. Willa says we put white sage in our atomizer and heat it gently. It really clears and cleanses the air beautifully. You can also use mint. Ooh, I'd like mint and sage together. Dragon's blood, illumination portal says dragon's blood. Oh, I missed you, white dragon, for a card. Sorry, I got you. Anything else? You're right, Jenny. Busy keeps you off the streets and out of the bars. No problem there. Okay, let me grab my deck. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle cards.
Okay, I will make sure I don't.
Why? Doesn't really matter. Okay, here's who I've got. Illumination Portal, Hypnicity, Amanda Carroll, Willow, Cat Mama, Starfish Jenny, Morella, and White Dragon.
I like those.
If I missed you, please let me know. Oh, Warrior Girl, you got it. Let me get over there and grab you. Okay, I thought I got you, Patricia, but I do now for sure. Okay, I think that's everybody. I just love these beautiful cards. Oh, let me go over here to banners, and you want 3 or 1 card?
I don't care.
Let's just do 3. It's easy. At least it is for me.
Who's first? Elimination portal. I'm going to go ahead and use the fairy tarot because it just every deck I pulled out said no, no, no.
Oh, right.
So we're using this one.
Okay.
Well, I like these. Okay, the first one is the Princess of Spring. And basically what it's saying is it's time to go after your dreams. Okay. Do something that expands your horizon. You're doing that. I mean, anytime you look at the astrology, you can't help but do that. But let your creativity take flight with it. And then there was the 9 of Summer. And in this one, it says your wishes come true, you know, and your dreams get fulfilled. And it's a magnificent time in your life right now. And then you had the Prince. So you had both the Princess and the Prince of Spring. And it's saying, you know, let's imagine an immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage. And it's a passionate relationship with whatever you're doing. And I was going to read these. The Princess says that she's optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. Pretty well describes you. And then the Prince says it's charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless. And when you're dealing with your astrology, you're all those things.
That's lovely. Well, I got building blocks that you've been building the foundations of your relationships, your spirituality, and you've been doing a really good job of that. And it's time to move forward. But there's a fork in the road. You need to decide what it is you really want with your heart. I know your heart and soul is connected, and you just need to evaluate the steps and then make that decision with your heart. Move what your heart says. And this is the time to just kind of sit back and read that fork in the road and decide which fork you're going to take.
Just remember,
they're both fine.
that your dream, just remember that your dreams do come true. So if you think it's too much out of the question, it's not.
It's not. We can't dream big enough, according to my guides. We're limited by our tiny minds, that we can't dream big enough. So go bold, and just know that whichever path you decide to take, it's all going to be fine.
Yeah. We've all been taught not to ask for too much. Ask.
Ask. Ask for what you want.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Hypnicity's next. Hi, Hypnicity. I don't know where you guys are in the world out there, but I tell you what, it is cold in Key West today, 65 degrees. It's going to be like that all week. And I think next week, too, we're going to have some pretty low temperatures. So I have on my Hello Kitty flannel pants. Actually, they're kind of fluffy. I don't know what they are. And t-shirt. Got to have a t-shirt under my t-shirt. Okay, let's see what we've got.
Wow. Okay. The first thing I got for you is that Queen of Spring. And on the Queen of Spring, it's brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. Well, I know you're a lot of those. Yep, I do. So you need to believe in yourself, because there's a lot of people that want to help you do what you want to do. And so you just want to make sure that you keep a balance between work and home life. Okay. And then it says Two of Summer. Well, this is about, a commitment with, it may be a group of friends, it may be something that you're doing, but you're making a commitment. It might even be just one person. I don't know. But don't give up on relationships, doing things, because there isn't anything that can't be healed up. And so you make great coworkers. And the last card I thought was important. It's the High Priestess. And that basically says you need to trust yourself. Remember, the very first card said believe in yourself. The last card says trust your intuition. They're trying to tell you, trust in yourself. Trust your intuition.
Got this.
Exactly. You got first and last card. You want to think about things, careful reflection before you make decisions to go into action. And a lot of that comes through meditation. But they have repeatedly said, trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your intuition. You're going the right way.
I love that. Well, the first one I got was truth be told. There's truth, and the truth is always the truth, no matter how it's presented. The truth is out there, and you carry that truth inside of you, and you are aware of what the truth is. By your deep knowing, you have a deep knowing of your place in the universe, and you're beginning to understand it.
You just need to trust it.
Oh, and then know that you have the foundations for everything that you need to create the life that you want. You have those foundations already there. So you have the knowing, you have the truth, and you have the foundations. So step out and fly. You got this. That's lovely.
Yep.
The heater just came on in my house.
Say what?
The heater just popped on in my house. The heaters in Key
That's
West don't work
unusual.
very often.
No, it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea, Amanda. Hey, Akila, I didn't see you were there. How are you, love? Amanda says 60 is a gift there in Seattle. 19 where Willow is.
Wow.
Wow. 25 or Warrior Girl.
I'm glad it's partly warm because they're replacing the front window. The front window is 3 stories high.
That's crazy.
All one piece. And can you imagine how cold this building would be if it was really cold? The house is only 4 stories high. The window's 3 stories. So.
Wow. Okay.
Amanda Carroll.
All right, Amanda. I've got a change in the wind. Look at this adorable zebra. There are changes coming, and they're coming through a higher power. Pay attention. And you are poised to make it a success. So you go for it, girl, whatever it is. This change coming up is being brought to you by spirit. Go, and you are ready, so go for it. That one was a really easy one. It was screaming at me.
Yeah. And this one says, the first one is the 6 of autumn. It says that the good that you do comes back to you. Okay. It also says you may have an unexpected inflow of money or gifts or friendliness or whatever it is that you value. You may have some coming in. And it says if you feel like you need to borrow money, do it wisely and get it paid back. And then the next one was the dreamer. So you want to embrace your true purpose and trust yourself. You can begin a new adventure. Just trust yourself. And trust also that there's a reason for everything that happens. And we may not know what it is till years later, but there is a reason for anything that happens. And remove yourself from negative emotions of other people. In other words, quit watching the news. Okay. Focus on that which focusing on that which frightens you or worries you is not what you need to do. So, like I said, there's a reason why everything happens, but it's not necessarily related to you. But don't take the negativity from other people because you're not.
Definitely. Okay. Willow's next.
It's all that chaos out there. It's putting everybody.
There's certainly plenty of it out there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ah, okay. Well, you said you'd been through the mill, and it said the very first one was awakening. Change the way you're looking at things. Okay. So embrace your uniqueness. And you might want to take a temporary pause of whatever action you're taking. But you need to look at it from another point of view, or maybe even a couple points of view. You want to look at things differently. And then you have a lot of stress from a lot of things happening right now. They're not going this and you get that salt and then this. And, they're all happening all at once. And so it's giving you a lot of stress. So you have to think about successful multitasking and be ready for changes that are sudden or events that happen that you weren't expecting. So if you kind of multitask those, that will help you a little bit. And you do have happy news about your career. When you start to multitask, you start to plan. And those well thought out plans are going to help to deal with all these other things, or all the stresses from everything happening at once, sudden things. And when you change the way you look at things, it will help a great deal. But have a plan. That will help.
Okay, what's going on with Allie that I'm unaware of? I see sending healing light to Miss Allie. What is going on? Please enlighten Heather and I. And Heather and I are surrounding Allie in unconditional love and divine healing light for complete and quick recovery from whatever it is she has. Oh, she has COVID. Bummer. I had it over
Thank you
Christmas.
for confirming that, because that's what I got.
Right.
So we'll work on it.
Well, I got happy. I've got that things are going well. Use your intuition to actually keep a balance in what you're going through right now, or whatever's going on in your life. But basically, it's happy. Good things are coming your way.
Mhm.
There's a deeper knowing within you of who and what you are and what you're here for. You can depend on that inner knowing, that intuition. You have a very high, I don't want to say vibration, but you have a very high level of knowing, because you are a high vibration human being.
It'll help you make plans.
But there's something that needs to be cleaned up, and I believe it's vibrationally something. Some shadow work that needs to be done, just to tidy things up and clear it all out, so this happy can stick around for a while. But all in all, things look really good. Excuse my barking. She can see out through the window. Oops. I'm going to mute myself for a moment.
Okay. Anyway, mine is little, so you get to hear her yap unless she's really vocal.
Okay,
Like that. She heard her.
Okay, go ahead.
It's okay, doggy. Okay.
Were you already done? Oh, you.
Yeah, I did. It's funny how the cards are teaming up.
I know. I love that.
Did you have any specific question you wanted to know, Cat Mama?
No, just 3 cards.
Okay.
Then we've got Starfish Jenny and Morella and White Dragon and a bunch more. Warrior Girl and Patricia.
And can you raise your volume a little bit or get closer to the mic? Because you got softer.
Okay, is that better?
That's much better. Thank you.
Sassy, no.
I'll take care of all you out there. I'm the one that can't hear.
Wow, these are interesting.
Okay. I don't know if you're feeling stressed or not, Cat Mama, but they're saying here on this first card, 7 of Winter, that you need to look at things a little differently because you're not seeing it quite right. And if you did, you'd make a better choice than whatever choice is about some kind of situations. So look at it again and see if you want to keep that choice or if there's something better for you. And don't be afraid. This is 10 of Spring. Don't be afraid to ask others for help. Get their opinions. Remember, what you decide to do is what you decide, but it doesn't hurt to have other opinions. Okay? It will help you look at things differently. All righty? So don't be afraid to do that. And remember that all work and no play makes, what is it, Jack a dull boy? What is it? But it can, it will weigh you down with too many responsibilities if you don't play some. So don't be afraid to ask other people so that there's more time for you to play. And they're also saying when you do all this stuff, you're going to have a very fulfilled family life and with friends. And that I don't know if you raised children. I don't know if you raised children or you're helping somebody raise children. Anyway, they said you're doing a good job, whatever it is. And if it was in past tense, they said you did a good job. So, but they're saying you have a healthy and emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends. Just remember to look at things differently sometimes and make sure you make the best choice your heart can and ask for help if you need it. I always tell my kids, you know, do me the courtesy of listening to what I say, then make your own decision. You don't have to do what I say. You just need to listen to me. So,
because sometimes moms make sense, believe it or not.
Sometimes.
So I've got the not for you card. There's something, sometimes there's things that we just really want in life that aren't meant for us. And there's something out there that you really want that is just not meant for you at this time. Then I got the regeneration card, but in this, I think it's second chances. It has to do with regeneration and second chances. Take that second chance because it's actually going to lead you to the milk and honey. There's something coming at you from a different direction that you need to take because it really is going to make life nice and comfortable for you if you will revisit and take that second chance. I hope that resonates.
Yep.
And look at things different. But it sounds exciting. And Jenny, how are you? You can have 3 cards even. So I have Morella, White Dragon, Warrior Girl, and Patricia Frenzino next. And yes, cards are closed because it's already an hour. But we will certainly read for everybody today. So, starfish. These are some neat cards. I haven't gotten these.
Wow. This one is like a whole story put together. You had started out with the 9 of Winter. And basically what it's saying is that you have some unfounded fear. You're focusing on the worst case scenario. And you're allowing your worry to go out of proportion. And so it makes the problem even worse than it is. Sometimes that's happening. In other words, step back. Because you will have a windfall of either money, advice, or assistance from anybody else. If you just step back and take a look at it again, you'll have a lot of people helping you. And it's a very successful thing to happen. And it could cause a happy change in a lot of different areas. And the last one was the Princess of Spring. Oh, that was the Ace of Autumn. But the last one is the Princess of Spring. And it said, it's time for you to look after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizon. Forget about that fear. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. But the worst actually that can happen is you don't try. So let your creativity take flight. Find something that makes you expand, okay? And follow your dreams.
First of all, I got the Y card. Oh, and Warrior Girl, you're on there. There's two in front of you. The Y card. You need to ask yourself why you want what it is that you want, or why you're going down the path that you are, and make sure that's aligned with your heart center and what it truly is that you want to do. And then you're coming to that edge. Look at this beautiful card. I love her.
Yeah.
Take the leap. Take the leap. You've got this. Take the leap. And although this says TikTok, it's basically saying, you know, time is a construct of man. Don't worry about the time. There's no such thing as time. Take your time. Make sure that the path that you're on is really where you truly want to be. And then take that leap because you got it.
Don't be afraid. Do it.
Don't be afraid. Just go do it.
Don't let the fear run your life.
Well, that's a message for all of us. Don't let fear run our lives.
Marilla.
Miss Marilla is next. It's Marilla, White Dragon, Warrior Girl, and Patricia. And I'm just happy as a little lamb being here to read cards this afternoon. It's fun. And happy to do it for you all.
Ditto. What's even more fun is that because of all the different practices that we've all attended, I actually know who you are.
A lot of them, yeah.
And I like that.
Marilla, go with the flow. Cease resistance and judgment and go with the flow. There's a little something you need to clean up, though, to make that flow easier. I don't know if it's relationship related or not, but there's something there that needs to be addressed so that you can go with the flow easier, and you're poised for success. You just need to clean up this little relationship. I'm getting relationship issue, and I don't know why, but then you're poised for success.
Yep. I have the 10 of Spring, and it says, all work and no play. You know how that goes. It says, ask for help from others. Sometimes it's the hardest thing to do is to ask for help, especially when you're like, I can do it. Yes, you can. But ask
You don't need to do it on your own sometimes.
Right. You've got enough other things to do, so don't be afraid to ask for help. And it says you're going to have a windfall of help or money or advice or assistance from other people. You just have to ask. They need to know that they're needed to help you. And it could cause all sorts of happy changes. And I said, and the last one is the Prince of Spring. And it says, you know, you might need to take immediate action, like do it tonight, Ask somebody else to do the dishes. Okay. A challenge that you can successfully manage. You could do it. But if you ask somebody else to do the dishes, it just leaves you free up to do something else. And
True.
just like this says there is a passionate relationship. But it could be a passionate relationship with kids or with friends or with whatever, but you're really gung-ho about it. Or it could be one person. Who knows? So just sit back and relax a little. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Because we all have to on occasion. I've got, and next is White Dragon.
Now we have me.
Okay.
There's only one person that does that one, so we know who it is.
I know, right?
And it's cool.
Okay. You got some really nice cards today, White Dragon. You got a new life, and this is a new opportunity coming your way. And it looks very exciting and fun. I don't know what it is, but bask in the here and now because this new opportunity is coming your way. Just sit back and relax and enjoy, because it's going to bring you peace. I love that. A new opportunity. Bask in the now moment. Stay in the now moment. Make sure you're being mindful and being present in the now. And this will bring you peace. And there was one other thing I wanted to say about peace, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, darn, I'm froze. Are you finished?
Yes, I'm through.
Okay. All right. So the first one that I got was the moon. And these are all very nice. It says, you have powerful intuitive epiphanies. So when you feel like you want to fear, let it go. And it doesn't make any difference. Because you understand the truth of all the situations. And that it's time to take action. The second card is the Ace of Spring. So be who you are, be fearless, and happily pursue the most treasured dreams or assignments, just because you enjoy doing those. And it may give you some amazing career activity, advancements and opportunities. And it says, yes, whatever plan you've got that you developed for this, it works. And it works perfectly. And it's going to lead to rewards and commendations. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Warrior Girl, you're up next.
Yeah, I was going to say it. And part of your secret is the gratitude.
That's part of everybody's success is gratitude. If you want to manifest, live in gratitude. Okay, Warrior Girl. Oh, happy.
Cool.
Co-create. Oh, yes. I know what these are. Happy. We love happiness coming your way. But remember the spiral. Once you think you've learned your lesson, it comes back around, because that's just the way the universe works. Things move in a spiral. You hit the big one, then you come back around. Oh, did you really get that message? Did you really get that message? We're coming back again. You know how that works. And you're co-creating with the universe to create the kind of planet that you want to live on, with the kind of people that you want to be with. And that's a beautiful thing. Just remember, whatever your energies are, you're co-creating with the universe with those energies. So keep them high vibe.
Okay. And these are cards too. So, when you're doing all these things that you do, and you do a lot, you want to keep your balance. So you might want to take everybody's input into consideration, and you merge the viewpoints to create a better situation. And ultimately, the decision is yours. So take your time, and there's no rush. It also says to take steps to create financial security for you, and if you have extra kids, but make sure that everything is the way you need it set up for you. Okay. And then the next one was the 9 of Autumn, and it says, be sure to reward yourself for all the hard work you've already done. Don't assume that you'll get it later. Do it now, because it just rejuvenates you to do more.
You know, we forget what we've accomplished if we're not careful. If we don't congratulate ourselves, write it down or something, we tend to forget. And then it's like, well, I didn't get anything accomplished yesterday. Well, yeah, you did quite a bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When you think about it.
And it's like being happy and being successfully self-employed. And that's what you're doing. You cherish your time that you're by yourself, but you also help others go through. So, and you do so much work. Make sure that you reward yourself.
All righty. Hope that resonates, warrior girl. She says beautiful hugs. Okay. Next is Patricia. Thanks for waiting, Patricia. It took a while. Almost at 1:15. So. Okay, what do we have? Okay. Truth be told, this is talking about honesty again. Clarity, honesty in what you think and do. You're coming to another one that's coming to a fork in the road, but contemplate each direction and then choose with your heart and take your time, because although this says tick tock, it's actually saying there's no such thing as time. Take your time making the decisions so that you can make it from a informed place, and use your heart to make that decision. But you've got choices coming, and I think that's always fun. Choices. I like choices.
And this actually goes with yours. You have the 5 of Autumn, which says to reach out for other people to assist you, get other ideas, because sometimes poor timing is all it is. And some people have a different idea. Remember, we're still in the 3D. So sometimes you feel challenged, and it's okay to ask other people for help. But do know that you have the grace, and you also have the strength that you need to overcome any situation. Okay? Don't feel like just because you're asking somebody else, you can't handle it. You're just making it a little easier on yourself. You have what you need to be able to do it. And it's also time to embrace how wonderful you are. You need to recognize you. Okay? Not just everybody else, but you. And then you have the 8 of Autumn. It says, and before you make up your mind to do something, make sure that you do some more research. Education, whatever way, whether it's YouTube or it's a class or it's back to school or craftsmanship or long-term projects. For those kind of things, you will make sure you have all the information you can have to do the job that you want to do. Okay. But don't forget, Even if you're asking other people, that doesn't mean you're any less. You're not. And it's time for you to recognize how wonderful you are.
Lovely. Okay, I'm going to pop up here one more time. Our what's coming up on the Crone Zone? Terry Suzuki on Saturday. I can't speak. And Valerie B from Illumination Portal on Sunday. Monday, the Wisdom Circle gets together again, and Wisdom Seeker Jones going to be our host and talking about getting in touch with spirit. That's going to be a fun show because, we all like to talk to each other about what we experience. And then Tuesday is we're going to talk about discernment. So we've got a full schedule coming up. Anyway, thank you guys for being here today.
And I was going to read one for the collective, and 2 cards popped out.
I did pull a card for the collective.
Oh, good.
Happy.
Good.
So
Well, that
go
goes
out and
with
make
this.
happy, you guys.
The first card was the Magician. You can do anything you want to do. Take charge of your life. And remember that you can manifest anything you want to be a success. And you'll find everything is an emotional, fulfilling life with your family and friends.
Sweet.
Just stay with the people that you trust. Okay? But that's great for the collective, both of those. So, and yes, thank you for being here. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to read cards for so long today. That was fun. And we'll be back on Saturday with Terry Suzuki. Go out and shine your light. Please, please, please go out and shine your light and take care of, do some health care. Take care of yourselves as well. We love you all and appreciate
And everybody, please send healing energy to
Miss Allie.
Yeah, to Miss Allie.
Yeah. I'm wishing her well and a quick healing like mine was. Anyway, we will see you next time. We love you and take care.